If you right-click the flowchart view, a context menu will pop up, allowing you to do several things that might be useful in a model implementation. You may feel free to poke this model around and see what you get. You can remember it better with more practice and exploration. After that, you can try to build a model yourself. Now try to recall the things that we have learned. To build a model, we first need to have entities. These are data modules. After data modules are ready, we can put flowchart modules into the flowchart view. The flowchart modules will refer to data modules such as entity, queues, and a resource. A process may have 3 activities: seize, delay, and release. In the end, there is always a dispose module. We also use other tools to improve the graphical display. We use run setup to specify options and parameters. Now try to build a model yourself using the model 3-1 as your target. To start, create a new model with Model window. Open the basic process panel because we are going to use the modules in the panel. Now try to add the 3 flowchart modules. After drag and drop, 3 flowchart modules are added to the flowchart view with default names. Double-click the Create module and input the parameter as shown in the figure. After this, if you click the Entity module icon in the Basic Process panel, you may find out the part entity is created with a few default options. We can change the options of the parts. For example, we can change its initial picture to blue ball by selecting it from the drop-down list. Double-click the Process module and set the parameters as shown in the figure. We can click Add button to add a new resource, the dual press. The simple simulation model is done. If you click the Queue module icon in the Basic Process panel, you may see a queue has been created automatically for the drilling center. You may change the name or leave it as is. You may add the animation pictures for the dual press resource. Click the resource button and you can work on the animation definition. By default, there are 4 statuses: idle, busy, inactive, and failed. We only need idle and busy statuses, so we can delete inactive and failed statuses from the list. We actually want to use better pictures than just colored squares. Click Open to load machines.plb, which holds the machine pictures. Find the pictures you like and click left button to replace the current idle and busy status pictures. Once you are done, click OK to accept the changes. When we are back to the flowchart view, click somewhere close to the drilling center module to place the machine icon. Double-click the Dispose module and rename it as Part Leaf System. That's all. Next, we can add the dynamic plots. After you click the Plot button, you can see a Plot dialog box. In the Data Series tab, click Add button to add a new series. In the Series 1 Properties panel, we can rename it to Number Weighting. For expression, we can select Build Expression, which leads to a dialog box. You may change the foreground color to black or any color you like. You also need to change the draw mode to stairs. This slide explains more details about the expression builder. In the Axis tab, change the maximum for time x-axis to 20, which means 20 minutes. Again, in the Axis tab, change the maximum for left value y-axis to 5, which is the maximum number of waiting parts. Also changes its text to NQ. Uncheck the option box for right value y-axis in the Titles tab. Check header and changes its text to Drilling Center Q. Click OK to accept the settings. Back to the flowchart view, you need to left-click an empty location. Hold the mouse and draw a rectangular box for the dynamic plot. Click the mouse again to finish drawing. If you want to change the settings again, just double-click the plot to bring up the dialog box again. Try to add another plot yourself using the similar procedure. The rest of the thing is to finish the cosmetic stuff before running the setup. Make sure to check the project parameters and replication parameters. For example, you need to change the running time to 20 minutes and the units a minute. To name the view, you want to zoom the view to the way you want and then go to View, Names View to remember the current view with a name and a hotkey. Finally, you can run the simulation. If it doesn't launch or work as expected, you need to end the simulation first before trying to edit it.